My mother changed my daughter's Sweet 16 into my niece's party, doubled the guest list, upgraded the vendors, and charged it to my account. She expected me to keep paying because family helps family. That was the week I stopped confusing access with love. I'm Harper. My daughter Sandy was turning 16. My younger sister Brooke's daughter Madison was also 16. In my family, that somehow made them competitors even though Sandy never agreed to compete. When Sandy was 8, my mother promised both girls Disneyland, then dropped Sandy because Madison wanted to bring a friend. At 12, Madison got an iPhone while Sandy got a $40 Target card because Madison had opportunities. Later, Brooke asked me for $2,200 for Madison's cheer fees. My parents called me selfish until I sent it. Months later, Brooke posted Cabo photos. I kept telling myself it wasn't worth a family fight. Sandy learned that from me. For her Sweet 16, Sandy wanted tacos, a DJ, disposable cameras, and 48 people she actually liked. I booked Paloma House and opened a separate event account. I paid almost everything. My mother contributed $600 and offered to handle final details, so I gave her access. Then Brooke's venue fell through. She asked if Madison could share Sandy's party. I said no. My mother called and said, Madison's party is a bigger deal. 2 weeks later, the venue called me at work. Sandy's name had been replaced with Madison's. The guest count went from 48 to 94. Extra catering, flowers, longer DJ hours, champagne service. My balance jumped from about $5,900 to over $9,400. Worse, the venue had called Sandy first. When I got home, she was crying. She asked if her party was canceled. Then she asked why Grandma thought Madison deserved it more. I removed my mother's access, locked the card, froze transfers, and requested the venue's change log. Then I told Sandy to pack a carry-on and bring her passport. The next morning, my mother called. What did you do to the account? I removed unauthorized access. Brooke was with her. How much money did you transfer into the account? I asked. Silence. Zero, Brooke said. My mother insisted they planned to explain later. When? Before Sandy arrived, or after she saw Madison's name on her own party? Brooke snapped. She was still invited. To her own birthday? Nobody answered. At LAX, Sandy saw Paris on the departure board and cried. It still cost less than the upgrades they had added. While Sandy sketched there, I collected screenshots. The venue log showed my mother changing the guest of honor, doubling the guests, upgrading the menu, then requesting Sandy's custom signage be removed. Brooke texted, we can still put Sandy's cake somewhere, at her own party. I told the venue to restore my original contract exactly as signed. Sandy Terry, 48 guests, original food, original DJ, no upgrades. My mother removed as an authorized contact. My lawyer sent one page saying they had no authority to act in my name. When we got home, my mother came pounding on our apartment door. Sandy was doing homework and immediately went quiet. My mother shouted that Brooke now had 90 people expecting a party and no venue. I didn't invite them. You're being cruel. Then she said it loud enough for Sandy to hear. We picked Madison because she can actually appreciate a party like that. Sandy went still. I opened the door with the chain latched and held up my phone. Say that again. My mother saw Sandy and claimed she hadn't meant it that way. You no longer have access to my accounts, my vendors, my home, or my daughter without permission. I'm her grandmother. That isn't a permission slip. Then she looked past me. Sandy, you see what your mother is doing. I closed the door, locked it. Sandy still had her Sweet 16. Same date, same tacos, same DJ. 46 people came. She wore a dark green Paris dress and looked happy. I paid the original balance. My mother's $600 was returned by certified check. Brooke held Madison's party in her backyard 2 weeks later. The girls eventually started talking again. Madison hadn't stolen anything. The adults had used her as an excuse. 3 weeks later, my mother sent white roses with a card saying, life is too short, we're family, let's move forward. No apology. I donated the flowers to the front desk. That night, Mom texted, how long are you going to punish us? I replied, I'm not punishing you. I'm using what you did to decide how much access you get. Months later, she said my rules made her feel like a stranger. I typed, trust determines access, titles don't. Then I put my phone face down and watched Sandy draw at our kitchen table.